Okay, so how quickly the tide can change. So this is Wednesday. I ran my 5K PB at the Beehive 5 on Saturday, 18:38. Super proud of that result. I've never run a 5K that fast before. Super good run. Really pumped up about it. Everything went well. Did a little cool down there. The next day, I had a long run on the docket. Supposed to be about 18 miles. Cut it down to 14 because I spent 18 minutes at Redline the day before and I was feeling a little fatigued. Noticed a little calf stiffness, but it led up towards the end of the run. Seemed fine, seemed pretty normal. The next day, I noticed a slight bruise. So I'm going to take a few days break just in case it is a tear in the calf. I think it might be a slight one. I take warfarin, so I bruise easier, so I think it's actually an advantage. I caught it pretty early. Still feels good. I can run on it, I can walk on it, everything like that. But I don't want to risk a rupture, so I'm taking it easy this week. Normally, this is a speed day. It's a lot of hard work. I'm gonna walk with my training partner here, Dolly. There she is. Um, And yeah, it's a nice easy day today, just getting the blood flowing to the ankle and probably gonna take about a week off. Won't lose fitness in a week. I'll do some cross training. It's a sunny day. The Jays are on a winning streak. Just trying to focus on the positives. And I got the marathon about a month out. I still think I'm gonna be able to do that, barring anything crazy with the ankle. So it's the right one. Slight bruise, thinking it might be a slight soleus tear based on my research. I've been talking with a physiotherapist. We're working on stretching it, loosening it up. But yeah, the pain is very low, just being extra cautious, and we should be good. But fun day today, just walking in the park, maybe hop on the bike later, and we'll get back into it. Yeah, the build's still going. We're still in it. Yeah, so today I decided to do something uncharacteristic and take a day off. It's Wednesday, it's the middle of the day usually. I'm at work, but I got a little bit of a cold. I got the injury going. It's kind of messing with my head a little bit. But the beautiful Shuby Park, it is amazing what it can do for your mental health. So that's what I'm ripping today. Sometimes training doesn't look how you think it's going to look. This is training in my mind. I'm out moving, getting blood to the injury, and just enjoying myself. So got to stay calm. Injuries can make you panic. I did this big build, I did all this work. It would be a shame if I couldn't execute it in the marathon, but I think with a week of easy activity and just doing everything I can, eat well, sleep well, to promote recovery for the injury, I don't think it's going to be too big of a problem. And I've got a lot of my key sessions in already, so on days where I'm wondering, should I take it easy or push, just take it easy instead. So let's keep going here. We're doing some squirrel chasing today. That's the intervals. Short 15-second bursts. That's what Dolly likes. Today was the last real speed session. Everything seems to be sorted out with the ankle. A lot of stretching, a lot of heat applied to that. Some self-massage as well. Seems to be doing pretty good. No pain, no swelling. The bruising went away. So I think it was just something very slight, and then that week of rest really helped it heal and seems to be good now. I'm not pushing it too hard, but just kind of doing some routine speed session stuff that I have done before, about 9 kilometer repeats at 6:45 per mile pace, just a bit faster than marathon pace, but also not really trying to like rip through them as fast as possible, just kind of keeping the heart rate in the threshold, trying to make it a comparable speed to what I'll actually use in the marathon, and then a few 30-second pickups that were more like sprint pace, a little bit quicker, just to get the legs spinning a little bit, and that all felt good. So things are looking good. Ready for this marathon. Now it's like really I'm going to be tapering. Long run this week might only be 9 to 10 miles, and then I'm just going to be doing light runs just to stay moving, and then some very short intervals next Wednesday and the Wednesday after, and then we're at race day. I think this is going to go pretty well. I'm pretty confident. 3:15 might be the number. Trying to go for that, but we'll see. Could even be up toward 3:25 depending on the conditions. It's super hilly and could really change drastically depending on wind. So we'll see, but 3:15 I think is ambitious but also realistic. And then that would be a very good sign if I can accomplish that on a difficult course for the Dublin Marathon in the fall, where I'm going to be looking for a really fast time, trying to go under that 3-hour mark, likely, if I can accomplish 3:15 here. So we'll see how that goes. Going to continue the rehab on the ankle, just check boxes and try not to reach too far, try not to ruin anything, because I can't gain fitness. I can only ruin it in the last 2 weeks. So we'll see how that goes. I got this trail race this weekend that I didn't know was this much of a trail race. I was thinking more like groomed gravel trails, but it's looking like it's probably not like that. So probably going to jog it. So we'll see. But yeah, that's another thing just to keep moving. And the main thing is protect the ankle. That's the only goal. So yeah, we'll take care of that. All right, here we are at the trail race. Just gonna try to protect the ankle. Last race before the marathon. Going out into the wilderness here. Got the trail shoes on. Let's rip it. Let's see what happens.
Good luck. Have fun. Oh, are we done yet?
Finished the trail race, and it was a big mistake, huge mistake. If I was anybody's coach, I would say don't do your first trail race 2 weeks out from a marathon. Seems pretty obvious. Thought I could get through mitigating a lot of risk by going slower, but I got lost. The course was longer than they said it was, and it was like literally like spots where I was like rock climbing. So I might have just blown my entire marathon build, but we'll see how my ankles feel tomorrow. But I'm a little worried. I also got a pretty good poke with a stick, so we'll see. But if you're running a marathon, do not do what I have done. That's my recommendation. Yeah. All right, so the marathon is here tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Be there or be square. It is the Blue Nose Marathon, the full marathon, 42.2 kilometers, according to the shirt that my mom bought me from the Blue Nose, which I like very much. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, in the morning, doing that after I eat some plain rice and toast for lunch and breakfast, so I don't have the ultimate marathon disaster. You can imagine what that might be. But yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to be on that start line, ready to show what I've learned in training, what I have attained in terms of fitness. I think it's gonna be really good. I got my lucky sweater, custom made by the lovely Miss Casey. I'll show you that. I'll do a little spin around. Pretty sweet, as is the lovely Miss Casey. All right, so I haven't mentioned this already, but this is a very important part of the training. It gets the blood flowing to the legs before the marathon. So if you want to run a PB, hop on a swing and swing your way into, I don't know, the winner's circle. I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, we're having fun, keeping it light the night before the marathon. And then, we're going to get down to business. Anyway, bye. All right. So I'm going to show you here the nutrition plan for before the marathon. Plain but packed with carbs is the logic, and I'm trying to prevent any, stomach issues where I would have to go to the bathroom or, disasters, other things, food leaving the body. I'll just leave it there. But we got a banana. That's going to be part of my dinner. Got 3 slices of sourdough, and then I got the ever popular plain rice. I'm probably going to need about half of that, and then half of it in the morning with a few more slices of toast. That'll be it. And then just a whole whack of sugar during the actual run. I got Morton 320 and some maple syrup and honey in these little soft flasks that I carry in my vest, and one beetroot energy gel from Blonix. I'd like Blonix to sponsor me because they're wicked. They make organic type kind of supplements, and I really like their brand. So Blonix, if you're out there and you want to support a up and coming athlete with a prosthetic heart valve and a great story, and also figuratively a heart of gold, I'm here for you.
Well, my Apple Watch broke like this. For 15 seconds. I gotta go on the road. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go, baby!
Christina and Jonathan coming in strong. Brooke, congratulations. Listen, I'll tell you too, when you're done racing or when you're
All right, so with the marathon, as like with other things, but really with marathons, it happens a lot. Things don't go your way, and if you spend 10 minutes sitting on a curb because your back is locked up, you're probably not going to reach your goal, which I didn't. It was still a PB, trying to look at the bright side, but I really just didn't show what I was capable of today. I was having a lot of issues out there. I had some gut issues. Don't know what was going on with that. I might have to look into it more. I just had like searing pain in my stomach from like mile 10. But that was, I could push through that. That was maybe going to cost me a few minutes. I was like, maybe 322 is going to be the number today. But then more problems ensued. So I'm still running, still kind of going good. I was going uphill, so like my splits were slowing down, but I was not too much in my head about that because I'm like, I am going uphill, and then there's a big downhill, and then there's like the last big hill, and then you're in the barn. But it was right around 21 miles. My back just locked up so bad, worse than I've ever had anything like lock up. It was just seized, and I couldn't take another step. So I was thinking, am I gonna have to DNF this thing and like
just really going down the black hole. This is, you know, am I going to embarrass myself here? And just like, I was confident and now I'm not even going to finish the race. And thanks to all the spectators and the Giver crew at the Blue Nose Marathon, they got me through it. I saw people just taking their Sunday time to try and help me finish this race, to help me meet my goal. And honestly, it made me a little emotional, and I was able to summon some strength. I kind of was like crawling around a little bit, and I got the back moving again, so I was able to run. And then I locked up again, and I was walking kind of hunched over for about a mile. And then I got onto the downhill. It felt better on downhill, so I was able to run the downhill. Then I had to walk the last big hill, and then I was able to run in thanks to the guy who ran me in there on the Giver crew. Made a big difference. But I was just thinking, everybody's warning me about this big hill coming up. I run that hill every Sunday. I go up it to get used to it, and it was just really making me bitter in my head, just knowing like what this could have been, because I hit all my splits up to 21 and then just got crushed by a 16-minute mile. And that was with pausing the watch too, because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna have to give up here. And I was just sitting there like contemplating for a while. But I still ran a PB. It's 3:41. It's 1 minute faster. Still moving forward. But I think I'm capable of more. And by my key performance indicators, what I was able to run for a 20-mile time in training, what I was able to run for a half marathon, I can do a lot better than 3:40. So I'll figure out the back issues, go to physio, figure out what was going on with my stomach. It could have just been a stomach bug. If you take enough cups of water from strangers, that might happen. You just, something's wrong. Or at school, because I teach, there's a lot of sick kids. You never know what you encounter, and I was just having weird, like, random inflammation, stomach, back, and then for some reason my elbow. But I still finished. I got my shirt that my mom got me, thanks mom, and I got my medal. So don't quit, never quit, just keep moving forward. That's what I'm going to do.
It's been a really rough week since the marathon. I've had the post-marathon blues, they call them. There's a big kind of dopamine dump, I guess you could call it, after a big race like that. So you don't feel great. I definitely had some sort of illness, not feeling great. My stomach didn't feel great for a few days. And there's just like brain fog and kind of inflammation and just general grogginess going on. And it's not just from marathon fatigue, like it's more. I can tell the difference. So trying to get healthy, taking 2 weeks off. I've been on the elliptical, that's it. Trying to do strength training, rebuild the muscle, all that good stuff. Recovery, promotion is key. So I've been going with that. And now thinking about moving forward, it's really hard because I haven't had any success in marathons. The two I've done, the first one was the first one. So I kind of gassed out at the end, didn't meet my goal. It is what it is. This one had the back issues and the stomach issues, made huge mistakes in the build up. That trail race, I knew it. I knew I shouldn't have done it. I had the urge to step off that line, but it goes against my nature. Like when I sign up for something, and of course also when I pay for it and can't get the money back, I go and do it. I had to do it. It was, in my nature. It blew up my legs because I had DOMS the next day, the delayed onset muscle soreness, which if you do a session where you get that 2 weeks before, there's zero chance that your legs are going to be in good enough condition to perform optimally. There's just no way. So huge mistake. And I think I might have overcooked myself too. I think I might have gone too hard in some of my key runs, trying to prove to myself that I'm good enough for the result that I wanted. Whereas I should be proving myself on race day, not trying to prove it to myself prior, because then I just use up all the energy. Because you don't have the same amount of energy to play with as you do in shorter races. This is a very long race, and you need to accrue rest and recovery from weeks and months beforehand to make sure that you perform optimally. And I wasn't being smart. So I don't have to go harder. I have to work smarter, not harder, moving forward. That's going to be my goal. I've been kind of panicking. I've been thinking about signing up for another marathon sooner, doing more races, doing more mileage, more of this. But really, I have to keep it simple, keep what I'm doing, because I have made incredible progress. It is working. I went from a 22-minute 5K to an 18:38 5K in just under a year with surgery recovery. I'm doing something right. I just have to be smarter and recover better and not sign up for trail races 2 weeks before and just cut out all of that stuff and focus on the big goal, the main goal. And I think Dublin will be a big breakthrough because I know I'm capable of more. And I've addressed the back issues, went to physio. My erector muscles in my back were extremely seized and tight. So I had those dry needled. And we're working on a stretching regimen as well to help prevent any further back issues. And my stomach, partially the virus, but also sodium bicarbonate in the electrolyte tablets I was using. Not great for stomachs. Apparently, it can cause issues. So I'm switching, making sure I use sodium citrate instead. That should help. But yeah, looking forward, trying not to panic. Smarter, not harder is the goal. Smarter, not harder. We'll see you in Dublin.